kaagad introduce, and like what I've said during the presentation, before we use the divas, before we use the VIMS system of the ICT, we were able to utilize our BAMOS as our MIS for the vaccination records. So I think hindi lang dapat manggaling sa LGU yung initiative, sir. Dapat yung initiative will come from, of course, the national. Sila yung dapat may mandate, sila yung mag-first introduce para i-adopt ng LGU. Ang nangyayari kasi ngayon, every LGU, meron silang systems. Just like us. 10 years ago, I think, 2010, we implemented e-tracks. Ngayon lang sila nag-introduce sa amin ng EBPLS, hindi ICT. So, we already invested so much in e-tracks. Andun na lahat ng records namin, yung more than 30,000 records namin for the RPUs, na encode na namin yun. We started from scratch, and then nag-introduce sila ng bagong system, babalik naman kami ulit. No? That is why hindi namin in-implement yung EBPLS ng DICT. Pinursu namin si e-tracks up until now. We even upgraded our servers, no, e-tracks servers. Latest na po yung e-tracks natin, which can accommodate online payments. Ayun yung isa sa mga problem na wala si DICT kasi sana dapat ang mag-introduce ng first introduce ng mga systems. Ang nangyayari ngayon is parang late yung nagiging introduction ng systems nila. And lahat ng LGU na meron na silang iba-ibang initiatives for their ICT projects. So that happened during your same parang same lang po sa nangyari sa inyo. Na si Backtrack is exclusive to Bacolod, Ubamos is also exclusive to San Carlos. But if merong interoperability in every systems, pwede po 'yan.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you po, sister.
Thank you, Sir Felix. Hello guys, I'm back. Actually, nag-change power lang sa here in Barangay 1. That's why I got lost during the discussion. So was the question already asked na po, sister, no, from Miss Donna Grace?
Yeah, Docky.
Okay. Do we have other questions pa from our participants? Or if you have other questions and you are very shy pa to ask our speaker, just feel free to message us in the chat box, or we will just send your questions to our guest speaker later on, right after the end of our session.
I hope na answer ko naman po yung mga questions niyo po. No? If you have further questions, please do not hesitate to contact or email me. Pwede ko pong ibigay kay Doc Sai, no? If ever kailangan niyo po ng technical assistance, no? Pwede natin pong pwede po nating pwede po natin yang pagplanuhan if ever you need technical assistance.
Thank you so much, Sir Felix, for your generosity. Just one last.
Yes po.
So just one last question po, sir, before we will proceed with the presentation of the certificate. So one last question from Micaela Marie de Vera of Malay College. She asked, good morning, Sir Felix. Knowing we adopt to the technologies, how can this affect the employment rate, especially in San Carlos?
Yes. The employment rates, same. I have discussed a little while ago about our Tech for Ed graduates. No, we utilize our Tech for Ed graduates for our PAMOS project, and in terms of employment, now we have provided them with jobs. The employment rate, wala naman siyang talagang effect if you are asking about yung parang may mga tinatanggal na trabaho because of the technology. No, wala naman pong ganun, ma'am, because our MIS still needs a lot of people, a lot of technical people para i-man po siya, para i-sustain, no? Hindi po siya magsa-stop dito lang. Marami pa po tayong kailangang gawin. Marami pa po tayong kailangang technical persons, even computer operators, or even those who have no knowledge about computers na pwede nating turuan. Pwede natin silang i-employ, no? Wala namang nangyayaring parang matatanggal na mga empleyado because we are into the digitalization. Wala naman pong ganun. Because as much as possible, we will provide jobs to every citizens in San Carlos.
Thank you so much, sir. So, Ms. Donna Grace's question was not read by the sir. No? So, good morning, Sir Felix. This is the last one before you proceed po. What alternatives can you recommend to those municipalities or cities who don't have enough budget to provide internet access, especially to remote areas?
I have answered that. I think also it's similar to your questions, Miss Sai, no, na paano yung mga schools or paano yung mga barangays na walang access to internet, paano sila nakakapag-provide ng e-services or paano sila nakakapag-provide ng nakakapagbigay ng knowledge sa mga students nila, no. We can always partner with certain groups and organizations, and I think ang pinaka the best dyan is the SK, no. Pwede nating mag-conduct tayo ng dialogue with our SK para mag-conduct sila ng mga activities na ICT related, no? Hindi naman kailangan talaga na mag-provide agad ng hardwares or softwares because we can always apply for donations, no? Kailangan na pwede natin yung like yung mga small municipalities and cities, we can always apply for grants and donations. And we started with that also, no? Like in 2010, limited lang yung resources namin, limited lang yung mga devices and yung mga computers namin. But what we did is that naghanap kami ng mga grants. Naghanap kami ng parang mga nagbibigay like the USAID. We are actually a recipient of the Regala project wherein ang dami nilang naitulong sa amin. E-Trucks is a product of the Regala project. Aside from the technical assistance na provide nila, nagbigay din sila ng mga computers, laptops, even devices para ma-automate yung collection namin, ma-automate yung ano namin, yung collection of fees namin, no? Kaya ayun yung parang naging ano namin, parang naging jump start namin towards digitalization. Wala kaming resources or not enough resources, yung mayor that time also or yung ano namin yung ano namin is medyo hindi pa masyado ring very supportive when it comes to initiatives, ICT initiatives. But hindi kami nawalan ng pag-asa. We looked for grants, we applied for grants, and luckily we were able to get the Regala project, one of the recipients of the Regala project. And ako, I am lucky enough na napadala ako to various seminars and webinars when it comes to ICT planning. No, I've been to like Cebu, Baguio, not only ICT planning but also yung sa development side, yung sa programming side, no, we had a 2 to 3 weeks training, yung programming training namin in Cebu for free because of the Regala project. So ayun din yung parang pwedeng gawin ng mga LGU, even the academe, no, those who have less budgets, pwede silang maghanap ng mga grants, particularly the ADB, the USAID, the USAID, meron yan silang mga grants for digitalization. Pwede nila yung mag-apply ng grants para for technical assistance and para sa provision ng mga devices and gadgets.
Thank you so much, Sir Felix.
You're welcome po.
Actually, questions are still coming in, but sadly, guys, no, we do have a time limit, and I know
I
Sir
hope I
Felix.
can answer all your questions, Miss Sai. Medyo parang ano na yun yung utak ko to answer all the questions. I hope hindi na ako nagkamali-mali.
Actually,
But I am really happy that you have invited me and I had this opportunity to present the Digital City San Carlos. We are really aiming to be recognized as one of the digital cities in the Philippines. And hopefully we will be able to attain all of our plans, all of our goals, no, for a digital city San Carlos.
thank you so much, Sir Felix. Actually, we're quite also grateful for your time and also your presence here with us. We really learned a lot from you, especially from your presentation and also from our open forum session. No, I know a lot of our participants right now are very curious with San Carlos City, knowing how impressive the projects of the ITC CSO is. No, and no, sadly, guys, no, we do have a time limit. Sir Felix is still quite busy during his day, Pano, but rest assured that all of your questions that will be answered by Sir Felix right after the session. No? So, anyway, we will be asking email and contact details from Sir Felix later on so that he may be able to cater to some of your questions, especially those who are
Doc
coming.
Sai.
Thank you. Thank you also, Sir Felix. Also, those who
Yes.
are coming from other LGUs. No? So, again, thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. On behalf of the Doctorate of Management major in Business Administration program in GSU, thank you, Sir Felix, no, for accepting, for taking the challenge. I know you've been constantly messaging me from time to time. No, um,
Kinakabahan ako palagi pag nagsisend ka ng invitations ng mga programs. Thank you so
and
much, Miss Sai. I will also furnish copy of my presentation to Miss Sai, no, para pwede niyo pong gamitin as a reference. So I will also give her my contact details just in case kailangan niyo po ng technical assistance or may mga questions pa po kayo. So pwede po natin yang pag-usapan. Thank you so much po.
thank you so much, Sir Felix. So, Doc Jet, I will now turn over the floor to you for the continuation of the program.
Dr. Sai. Our technical arrangement, e-poster, Zoom background, and webinar co-chairperson for that very interactive open forum. And of course, to Sir Felix for the enthusiasm in answering all the questions from our participants. And at this point, let us acknowledge the valuable time of Mr. Felix spent to us. And to do that, we will have Ms. Mainin G. Lubugin, MBA, our e-registration and e-evaluation and invitation chairperson, for presenting our certificate and documentation.
Thank you, Dr. Jet. Thank you so much, Sir Felix, for your insightful sharing with us today. The certificate reads, Republic of the Philippines, State Universities and Colleges, Guimaras State University, Graduate School Program, Doctor of Management in Business Administration, McLean, Buena Vista, Guimaras, Certificate of Appreciation is hereby presented to Felix Michael F. Oberes for the gift of time and expertise as resource speaker during the webinar on local and international business administration and management information system with the topic Digital San Carlos City, the role of management information system in enhancing interoperability in e-governance, held on January 28, 2023 via Zoom. Signed, presented and given this 28th day of January 2023. Signed, Sister Marley A. Satur, AR, LPT, MM, Webinar Chairperson. Signed, Cybel Ann A. Ramirez, CGSP, MBA, HTM, LPT, Webinar Co-Chairperson. Signed, Gina B. Montes, EDD, PhD, BM, DMBA 501 and 502 Professor. Signed, Annalyn A. Hanaban, DMBA HRM, DMBA Program Head, and Early M. Martier, PhD, Dean of the Graduate School. Thank you so much once again, Sir Felix Michael F. Oberes.
You're welcome po, and thank you so much. On behalf of San Carlos City, thank you so much.
Sir Felix.
Okay, so at this time, may I request the participants to please open your camera for the photo opportunity with our guest speaker. Please wear your best smile at the count of 3. Okay, so open your camera, please. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, second slide, please. 1, 2, 3, smile. Third slide, please. 1, 2, 3, smile. Fourth slide, please. 1, 2, 3, smile. Thank you so much, Sir Felix and our dear participants. So at this juncture, may I request everyone to go to the chat box and click the link provided for the evaluation and for your e-certificate. Okay, once again, I would like to request everyone to go to the chat box for the evaluation and for your e-certificate. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Doki Mainan. So again, reminding our participants that once you've accomplished the evaluation form for our first session this morning, you may be able to get now your first certificate this afternoon, right after the entire webinar. So please make sure to stay until the end of our webinar today. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, Sir Sir Felix Michael.
Thank you so much, Sir Michael.
Thank you so much, Sir Michael.
You're welcome po, and God bless
Thank-
everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. God bless you more.
Again, to our participants, so the link is already available in the chat box. So again, please kindly accomplish the evaluation form for the first session, and then you will get your certificate right after the end of the webinar this afternoon. Okay, Jet?
Yes, Dr. Sai, I can hear you.
Yes po, Doki.
So thank you once again for our dear participants. Don't forget to answer your e-evaluation so that you could have your certificate of participation for today's webinar. Okay, moving along, we do have another speaker in the house, another inspirational speaker who will be discussing special session on management information system. And to do that, allow me to introduce to you our second speaker.
Okay, thank you so much, Doki Jet. So this will be a very special webinar, participants. So we will be featuring two
Our
special
second
sessions.
speaker graduated.
Sorry, kindly continue, Doki Jet.
Okay, thank you, Doc Isai. Again, our second speaker graduated Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Mathematics at University of San Jose Recoleta, Cebu City, Masters of Arts in Teaching, major in Mathematics, teaching at University of San Jose Recoleta, Cebu City, Masters in Information Technology at University of St. LaSalle, Bacolod City, School Management for Technical and Vocational Dual System at IFB Mannheim, Germany. Passed licensure examination for teachers, Philippine Information Technology General Certification Examination, Philippine TVET Qualification and Certification Systems Developed, School Automation and Website. Is affiliated at Northwest Samar State University, Cabancalan Catholic College, Colegio de Santa Rita de San Carlos Incorporated, Main and Basic Education Campus, Our Lady of Peace Mission School, Our Lady of Mountains Mission School. From the Diocese of San Carlos Church System, St. Jude Thaddeus Parish, Gemelina, St. Isidore, the former parish, Valle Hermoso, St. Joseph Parish, Canlaon, and St. Joseph Parish, Sagay. From GMAC Diagnostic Center, automation and website. So patient management, electronic medical record, laboratory information system, and pharmacy point of sale. Ladies and gentlemen, Allow me to introduce to you our second speaker.
Okay, so nakamute si kay Jet. Jet, nakamute ka. Nakamute.
Okay, so it seems Lucky Jet has encountered technical problems, so I will be taking over for a short while. So again, no, you this webinar is very special for this morning, for today, because we offer two special sessions on MIS and local and international business. No, and for our first special session, so these are just very short special sessions, everyone. For our first special session, we have from Mr. Eric Jason J. Batutu, MAT, MT, MIT, one of my colleagues in Colegio de Santa Rita de San Carlos Incorporated, and the program head of the College of Computer Studies and MIS head of the Diocese of San Carlos. So let's all give him a virtual round of applause. You can click on the virtual reaction button below your screen. Sorry, I'll try to play that again. It seems that our participants cannot hear the audio on their end. So sorry for that. Okay.
Good day, everyone. I would like to thank Guimaras State University Graduate School for inviting me in this webinar, the organizers and administrators, Dean of Graduate School, Early M. Martir, PhD, Program Head, Annalyn A. Hanaban, DMBA, Professor Jenna B. Montes, EdD, PhD, EM. And to our webinar working committees, to my two good friends in St. Rita, Mr. Marley Satur, AR, LPT, MM, Sybil Ann A. Ramirez, MBA, HTM, CGSP, LPT. Mainen G. Lubugin, MBA, Myra P. Paradero, MM, HRM, Santa Renia C. Tubalinal, MBA, Merichi S. Pinyanranda, MM, DSA, Gabi P. Palacios, MD, MBA, HA, CHA, Jet L. Disukatan, MBA. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to talk about information systems and how it helped us in our daily business transactions. Please accept my sincere regrets for being unable to attend the live sessions due to work-related demands. Anyway, I have prepared and recorded my presentation, and special thanks to Monsaibel for facilitating.
Very scary moments. Well, millions have discovered the secret.
Check out this tweet.
It's possible thanks to breakthrough design.
United Flight 447 with a...
You can't wear nice clothes like this to paint in. There's one.
get it. Commitment can be scary, but not when you're saving up to 15% with Subscribe and Save at Amazon. You get free repeat delivery on your favorite items. And if things don't work out, you can always cancel. Seriously, no one would judge you if you call it off. Okay.
Learn all the ways to save with Amazon.
We see in Netflix that it recommends movies for you to watch in the past, and Amazon that recommends for you to purchase based on the things you purchased in the past. Or the Diocese of San Carlos with 7 vicariate, 27 parishes, 6 quasi-parishes, 1 chaplaincy, and 14 mission stations that reports to the diocese main office monthly. To do this, we have to create one finance system with one database. All these examples are what we call business analytics, data science, and these are all examples of power of information and what people are doing with information today. Software is eating the world, but it doesn't mean that software will eat us. The point is that software establishes business models. Example of this is the School Management Information System, particularly Northwest Summer State University, Abancalan Catholic College, Colegio de Santa Rita de San Carlos Incorporated, and all the diocesan schools, Diocese of San Carlos application, which includes software for the parishes and one finance and career office. These are a few examples of software that make the world into a better world. It makes the world efficient because of technology, and it offers jobs for all types of people. The key concept in my presentation are the types of information systems used in different levels of an organization. They are the Transaction Processing System, or TPS, Management Information System, or MIS, and Decision Support System, or DSS. They are often integrated in one product and delivered by the same software package. TPS is an organized collection of people, procedures, software, database, and devices used to perform and record business transactions. The term transaction is defined as any business-related exchange, such as payments to employees, sales to customers, payments to suppliers, or cash withdrawn from an ATM. TPS serves the organization's operational level. This level is composed of employees who are at the bottom of the organization hierarchy. Example of the users at this level includes cashiers at the point of sale, bank tellers, nurses in the hospitals, and other positions concerned with performing day-to-day business transactions. A PPS collects input data from transaction and event which are recorded by operational level employees. It is responsible for collecting, storing, modifying, and retrieving data and generating reports. Example of PPS is the payroll system. The primary inputs for payroll PPS are the number of employee hours worked during the week and the pay rate. The primary output consists of paychecks. Payroll system produces employee paychecks and related reports for organizations, management, and document required by the government agencies. Another example is airline online transaction processing reservation systems used by airlines and travel agencies. These systems enable travelers to select and book their own flights, compare cost, book seats, and generate electronic tickets. Next is MIS, or Management Information System, an organized collection of people, procedures, software, database, and devices that provides routine information to managers and decision makers. This level includes employees who are at the management hierarchy. It provides reports generated with data and information from the TPS. MIS is important because it serves the organization's tactical level. In the case of Northwest Summer State University Student Information System, which can be used to generate reports about the registration status of the students who is eligible to take the final examination. We know that TPS records data and generate detailed reports, while MIS consolidate this data and information to generate routine, summary, and exception reports.
The main collection are books that can be borrowed according to your borrowing privileges. These books are arranged by a call number which is located at the spine of the book, which helps you find your books quickly. Reference material provides you with factual information. These books include dictionaries, manuals, handbooks, encyclopedias, and even atlases. The reserve collection consists of textbooks from your reading material list, which you can borrow for 2 hours at any time. You can also borrow these books and take them home, but don't forget to set your alarms, come early, and return them before 9 a.m. Borrowing transactions for these books are only available during office hours. The Malaysiana collection is a collection consisting of books written about Malaysia's economics, historical, political, social, and cultural aspects, as well as its development. The graduate collection, on the other hand, are books that are specially selected to support the postgraduate courses. There are also different study materials on DVDs, CDs, VCDs, and videos under the multimedia collection. For the Taylor's Library website, you'll be able to find electronic resources, which includes online databases, e-books, e-journals, online newspapers, and e-repository. If your devices are not connected to the Taylor's Wi-Fi, a prompt will pop up before allowing you to access any of the electronic resources. Remember, the username would be the username and password you're currently using to access the Taylor's network. With all the different resources available, you're probably wondering how to go about borrowing them. Well, it's really simple. Borrowing your books in the library is done on your own using the self-service loans.
Taylor's Library Management Information System show us the difference between TPS and MIS. In the TPS, the users use the system to locate books, and librarian use the system to manage transactions as books are checked in and out. While in the MIS, librarian use the system to request and analyze reports such as summary reports that indicate how many books are checked out and exception reports that list long overdue books. TPS and MIS are still used today, but companies are experiencing information silo, an isolated information system that is not easily capable of exchanging information with other information systems. The silo mentality is a way of thinking that occurs when a group of people do not share information, goals, tools, priorities, and processes with other departments. With this, more organizations have begun turning to ERP, which is the Enterprise Resource Planning System, a set of integrated programs that manages the vital business operations for an entire organization. It can replace many applications with one unified set of programs. An ERP supports routine business processes, maintain records, and provide extensive reporting and data analysis capabilities. These systems use a database of key operational and planning data that can be shared by all employees across all organizational units and when appropriate with customers and suppliers.
Meet Jane. She's a manager. Hi! Hello! And like other managers, Jane struggles in making the right decisions. And it frustrates her at work because it is hard to assess risk and analyze performance. Second, it is time-consuming. It is quite costly.
Oh no!
Last is the DSS. It is an organized collection of people, procedures, software, databases, and devices that supports problem-specific decision-making. DSS are input systems from TPS and MIS and external systems. They are commonly used by senior management which serve the organization's strategic management level to make non-routine decisions and to provide solutions to problems that are unique and change frequently. The focus of DSS is to make an effective decision. In connection to DSS, other executives use ESS or Executive Support System, which uses the same approach to DSS for managers, but more focused to support executives in making decisions. The system is composed of President, Vice President, and the Board of Trustees. To summarize, the TPS records the daily routine transactions in our organization and used to make structured decisions. MIS usually receive and utilize the data it gets from the TPS. This is used by managers to make semi-structured decisions. DSS is the major recipient of data from the lower-level systems, which is mainly used by senior managers in unstructured decision-making.
Okay, so for those who are interested as well in MIS, so not only Sir Oberes can provide assistance, but also our MIS head and CCS program head in Credit Santa Rita, Mr. Eric Jason Batoto. So here is his contact details if you have other questions po. Since he is not with us, fortunately he is not with us live no this morning no due to some prior commitment, but he is also very welcoming when it comes to your questions and other concerns po. So thank you so much, participants. Lucky Jet.
Hello, Doc Isai, can you hear me?
Yes po, Ducky, loud and clear po.
Okay, so at this point, thank you so much. We'll also be giving the certificate of appreciation to Sir Eric Jason J. Batuto for his valuable time and effort for joining us also with our special session of our webinar today.
So we would like to give this certificate of appreciation to Mr. Eric Jason J. Batuto, MAT, MT, MIT, for the gift of time and expertise as one of our resource speaker during the webinar on local and international business administration and management information system, with the topic Special Session on Management Information System, held on January 28, 2023 via Zoom, presented and given this 28th day of January 2023. Signed by Sister Marley A. Satur AR, LPTMM, Webinar Chairperson, and also signed by by yours truly, Webinar Co-Chairperson, Gina B. Montes, EDD, PhD, BM, DMBA 501 and 502 Professor, Annalyn A. Hanaban, DMBA HRM, DMBA Program Head, and Early M. Martyr, PhD, Dean of Graduate School. Once again, thank you so much, Sir Batoto. No, I know, even though you're not here today with us, but we thank you for your full support and accepting our invitation as one of our special topic speakers. Thank you so much. Doki Jet.
Okay, thank you, Doki Sai. And at this point, I'll be introducing another speaker for our second session, or special session, I mean, for today's webinar. And our second speaker is a BS Psychology graduate at UP Visayas, Tacloban Campus, University Scholar, Juris Doctor of Divari College of Law, Bar Passer in the year 2022 bar exam, 2 terms SB member in the year 2003 to 2019, municipal mayor in 2 terms in the year 2019 up to the present in the municipality of San Miguel, Leyte. An entrepreneur. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to present to you our second speaker for this special session, Honorable Attorney Norman D. Sabdao.
A pleasant day to everyone. I am tasked to discuss to you a session on the local and international business. To start with, may I just introduce myself because you see all of us here are strangers to one another. I am a local entrepreneur and currently I am serving as the local chief executive of the municipality of San Miguel Leyte. And at the same time, by the grace of the Lord, I was able to pass the bar exam. And all of this achievement, I attribute all the glory and praises to our Almighty God. And it is also my prayer na kayo rin po ay maging successful kung ano man po yung mga landas na tinatahak po ninyo sa ngayon. Well, I am tasked to deliver to you a session about local business and international business. Medyo mahaba po yung topic na to, pero i-conchest ko lamang po yung pwede ko maibahagi sa inyo sa personal ko po na karanasan, and at the same time, a little scope on the theoretical framework about the local and international business. So when we speak about local business or business per se, when we say business, we simply refer here to any exchange of goods and services that includes resources, knowledge, and skills among individuals and business groups or partners. If you will do it within the country, it is called a local business. And if you do it in another countries, in 2 or more countries, well, we call it international business. So maging international man yon, maging local man po siya, yung pinag-uusapan pa rin po natin dito. Basically, we are referring here on the exchange of goods and services, resources, knowledge, and skills among individuals and business associations, partners, or business groups like that. So yun po talaga yung pinag-uusapan natin dyan. Alright. Now, alam nyo, when we talk about local business, what comes to your mind if ever we have time, no? If I can just interact with you personally, that's the thing that I would like to ask you. When we talk about local business, what thoughts, things, no? That crop up in your minds. You see, when we speak about business, one thing here is necessary, and that is income. That is profit. So this is a trade engagement, a commercial engagement, which the primary objective here is to gain profit. That's business, all right? So now, when we talk about local business, yun po, kailangan talaga, whatever trade or commercial activities you will be engaging upon, there must be a profit. That's really what we want. That's really what any businessman wants. Because you see, kung hindi po tayo magkaka-profit dito, of course, that is a risk entered upon by us na we may end up in a bankrupt situation, and that is not good. And so when we talk about local business, gusto po talaga natin lumago. However, there are factors here. Meron po natin internal factors, meron din po external factors na kailangan po natin ma-underscore. Depende po yon sa nature of business that you will be engaging upon. That's why in local business, we are always reminded to consider for peace. Mayroon po 4 na mga principle for us to thrive, for us to eventually attain the profit we want to. So our business must consider the fundamental for peace, 4 na P, na hindi po natin dapat makalimutan. So una ho, when we talk about local business, think of it, you need a product for sure. Kailangan po ninyo ng produkto. That is what we call goods. Alright, that includes the services. Kung hindi man po goods yung pinoprovide natin, well, whatever services you are providing. So things like this, no? Kinakailangan natin yun. See to it that your products is what the people need. Or even if it is not, be able to create the need, all right, in the society so that the people, the society themselves, will patronize your product, whatever it will be. So in local business, when we talk about goods, you see, it's not about selling per se, but it is all about creative selling. That you must be able to sell creatively. That you must be able to create the interest, the need, no, of the people. You see, even if your product is not that as sellable as it is expected, if you are good on creating the need, if you are good in creating the desire of the people, eventually your product is just but a hot cake in the market. That's why you really need to know all the intricacies of the product you are engaging, you are trading. Because certainly this is the greatest factor that will determine whether your local business will succeed or not. Other than product, think also of the price. Well, you see, in creative selling, it does not mean that if you have a product priced lower than others, all right, it doesn't mean that people will gonna buy your product. No, it doesn't mean like that. It depends, I repeat, on how you create the need, on how you arouse the interest of the people. Kahit po mahal yung produkto mo, kung talagang kailangan po yan ng tao, bibilhin at bibilhin po talaga yan. Alright? However, it is very crucial for your business to succeed. Consider your price. Alright? Consider your price. Yung pinag-uusapan po dyan, value for the money. So if they will be buying this much, what are the values they can derive to that item, to that product, to that goods or services that they will be purchasing from you or patronizing from you? See to it that you could be able to justify the value for money of that particular goods that they will be engaging upon on your business. So that's it. That's the second P, the price. Another, consider the place. Kailangan po maliwanag na yung lugar na pagtatayuan mo po sa negosyo, opo, ay ito naman po ay very convenient to the people. Alam niyo po sa ngayon, you have really to consider kahit maganda yung location mo, wala namang parking space, people will not go to that specific location of your business. Really, location is very, very, very important, or the place, no, is very, very important. Consider it as one of the major factor in determining the success or failure of your local business. And the other one, the promotion. We are referring here to the marketing strategy, the business strategy. That's it, the advertising, all right? You see today, advertising is just but a fingertips away. You can just do that in the online platform, in digital platforms. Well, in social media, you can just easily promote your product. That's the good thing in our times today, because you see, we can just easily promote it without the necessary higher expenses. So you have to consider those factors in identifying, in setting up your own enterprise or business here in our country, or in local country, in local area where you are, or where you want to set up or put up your own business. So don't forget your product, the price of it, all right, the place where you will be setting up your business, considering now your target market, all right, and of course, the promotion or the marketing strategy on how you will market your product to the people. So these things are very, very essential in our local business. And somehow, there is also a notion that when we set up a business, that simply means competition. You see, there are many ways to strategize for the success of the business. It will be good, rather than competing, on thinking of sharing the marketplace. You see, the marketplace really is very, very huge. We don't need to compete to one another. All we need to do is just but simply help each other and get a share in the market, a fair share in the market if we can, and that's the way to, to thrive or succeed in the local business. Yun po yung mga major factors na dapat nyo i-consider. Let me cite you my own personal experience on this. After ko po makapag-graduate sa University of the Philippines, alam niyo po yung natapos ko na kurso ay psychology. Hindi din po yun madali na nakapagtapos tayo ng college course, kasi po galing po talaga tayo sa poorest, among the poor na mga families in our municipality dito po sa bayan ng San Miguel Leyte, where I am serving now as the local chief executive. Alam niyo po, bawat umaga isang oras po yung ginugugol ko sa paglalakad para lamang po makapasok sa paaralan, at isang oras din po pauwi sa hapon. More often than not, pumapasok po ako noon na walang baon. Meron ko po noon tsinilas, pero habang po ako ay naglalakad, hindi ko naman po isinusuot. Kasi po, yun nga, pag ma-overuse na nga, wala na rin pambili. So better yet, binibitbit ko po yun habang naglalakad, doon ko na po yun sinusuot sa paaralan during my elementary days. Now, during my high school days naman, sapatos na po kasi. So yung sapatos din, binibitbit ko po yun para mas humaba po yung panahon na magamit ko siya, kasi kung susuotin ko siya habang naglalakad ako ng isang oras sa umaga at isang oras sa hapon sa pag-uwi, yun, pag hindi na rin namin magamit, wala na rin po ako magagamit. So yun na, binibitbit ko na lang yun. Doon ko na rin po sa school sinusuot. Well, ganun po talaga yung buhay. Nakapag-aral po tayo sa University of the Philippines dahil na rin po sa government scholarship program. Nakapasa po tayo sa APCA examination, yung University of the Philippines College Admission Test. I praise God for allowing me to pass that exam. Napakahirap po nun, but by the grace of the Lord, nakapasa po tayo. Yon sa pamamagitan po ng Socialized Tuition Financial Assistance Program, yung tinatawag na STIFAP, wala po tayong tuition fee na binabayaran dun sa UP. Tapos yung ginawa po natin, nag-working student po tayo sa isang Jollibee station dito po sa city ng Tacloban, at naging working student din po tayo sa UP. Tagalinis po tayo ng mga alikabok ng libro doon sa library ng University of the Philippines. Yun po, nakapagtapos tayo sa ganun na pamamaraan, working student. Kaya napakahirap talaga yung pinagdaanan. But now, with all those circumstances I passed through, alam niyo po, mas lalo pong pinaigting ko yung pagsusumikap hanggang po napadpad ako sa isang oportunidad na nakapagtrabaho po ako sa isang local na pharmaceutical. Hindi rin po madali kasi ho yung hinahanap nila doon. It's not only about brain, but it includes also the beauty or the pleasing personality. Nagtap po tayo sa exam. Pagdating naman po sa pleasing personality, nang nakita nila yung mukha ko, sabi nila hindi po ito yung hinahanap namin na empleyado. Hindi po naging madali. Until po na napadpad tayo sa isang local na pharmaceuticals, then ibinigay po natin lahat kung ano po mayroon tayo na skills. Na-develop na rin po yung iba doon. Iyon po, mula po sa pagiging medical representative, na-promote po tayo to supervisor, then to area manager. Then, knowing all these experiences in the pharmaceutical, nag-set up na rin po ako ng sarili kong business enterprise. I set up a Tryon Pharma Distribution, and then nag-open po ako ng isa pang outlet. Yung tinatawag naman, yung company name doon is yung Gosmed Pharmaceuticals, at saka yung isa naman Advent Pharmaceuticals. Now, maliban po sa pharmaceuticals na yon, na yung main line of business po natin is distribution, promotion of the branded products to the doctors, to the physicians, and then the physicians will prescribe it, and that's the way I earn, no? Ganon po siya. Alam nyo, napakahirap because I am a local businessman. Yung kakumpetensya ko po mga multinational. Napakahirap, hindi po madali. Pero on the process, if you are just willing to learn, alam mo, wag lang po tayo bibitiw sa kamay ng ating Panginoon. Opo. Tayo po din talaga ay bibigyan ng pagkakataon na magtagumpay din sa larangan ng gano'n. So you see, I set up my own local pharmaceutical distribution. Nag-set up din po ako ng local drugstore outlets in our region. At saka later, nag-import din po ako ng mga products from India and Pakistan. Alam mo, yung local business talaga at saka yung international business ay napakahalaga na malaman po natin because this has something to do with how far we will be exploring, no? As far as business is concerned. Kaya po, I just put in my mind for me to thrive the competition because talaga may competition. But I did not put that in my mind per se na competition. I will rather think of how to slice the market para magkaroon din ako ng binta. Because you see, multinational pharmaceutical as they are, mahirap po yun i-compete, as in mahirap po yun. So I try to think of local approaches, okay, so I can thrive in the industry. So pinag-aralan ko po yun. Yung mga multinational pharmaceuticals, concentrated po sila sa mga cities and big cities. Doon po sila talaga nagko-concentrate. Ngayon, binabaan ko po yung mga rural areas. Yung hindi po naaabot ng mga multinational pharmaceuticals. Ito po yung mga district hospitals. Ito po yung mga infirmary hospitals. Hindi po nila yun naabot. Ito po yung mga places na malalayo. Mahirap yung transportation. Ito po yung mga lugar na hindi po gaanong alam nila kung saan po sila kukuha ng mga produkto. So yun po, doon po tayo nag-capitalize. So we went to these far-flung areas. At saka doon po tayo nag-thrive. Now, yun, nag-thrive po tayo, I just started in one province, and then later, the whole of the region, pinasok ko na. And then, not only in our region, in Eastern Visayas, that is Leyte, Samar, and Biliran, by and by, pinasok ko na rin po yung buong Visayas. Nag-branch po ako ng distribution sa Cebu, sa Bacolod, sa Iloilo, at saka yung mga isla po. Kasali dyan yung Siquijor, yung Bohol, things like that. Talagang nag-expand po ako. Again, the same concept, pinag-aralan ko po talaga kung paano ko po survive yung business ko considering the multinational pharmaceuticals as the main competitor, no? Kasi sila yung humahawak talaga ng malalaking market. So ayun, pinuntahan ko rin po yung mga far-flung areas. Tiningnan ko po kung ano yung pwede natin doon gawin, ano yung advantage meron tayo. So parang nag-create po tayo dito ng mismatch na dapat nasa atin yung advantage, no? Kasi nga, maliit lang tayo eh. We are just engaging a local economy, na local business. So ngayon, nag-try po tayo sa Cebu, nag-try po tayo sa Bacolod, nag-try po tayo sa Iloilo, at saka sa Bohol, Siquijor. Na-conquer po natin yung buong Visayas. Alright? Now, after which, bumaba po tayo sa Mindanao. Pinasok po natin yung Davao, pinasok po natin yung Zamboanga, pinasok po natin yung Osamis area, yung mga ganon. So the same strategy, pinag-aaralan ko po talaga yung competitor, yung mga operators ng business na pareho sa nature ng business ko. Pinag-aaralan ko po talaga saan po ba sila magaling, ano po ba yung weakness nila. Ginagamit po natin dito yung SWOT analysis, no? Now, nang nagamit ko po yon, malaking bagay po sa akin yung SWOT analysis. Doon po talaga ako nagko-concentrate kung saan doon naman sila wala o mahina. So yun, nakapag-try po tayo maging sa Mindanao areas, no? Now, by and by, naisipan po natin, no, from local business, nag-jump din po tayo to international business. So yung ginawa po natin, alright, nag-import po tayo ngayon ng mga pharmaceutical products from India and Pakistan. Bakit po? Kasi malaki na yung need meron ako ng mga products na yan. Buong Visayas na po at saka Mindanao. Kailangan ko na po ng malaking bulk na stocks, kaya po nag-import na po ako. Nag-engage na po ako ng international business. Here, the business is not only about within our country. Lumabas na po tayo sa India, lumabas na po tayo sa Pakistan kasi sila po yung known na mura yet napakataas yung mga good manufacturing quality meron sila. Yung tinatawag po natin na GMP sa pharmaceuticals, yung good manufacturing practice, no? So, well, it's not easy to engage goods, services, resources, skills, and knowledge from other countries. It's not that easy. Alam niyo po, ang unang obstacle meron po tayo. We are engaging now in commercial activities in a large scale. Large scale na po siya. Kung sa una, nagsimula lang po ako ng isang province, then lumabas po ako sa other provinces in the region of Eastern Visayas, then to the provinces of Region 7 and Region 6, no? Yun, buong Visayas na yun. Lumabas ako sa Region 9, lumabas ako sa Region 10, Region 11, at iba pang areas ng Mindanao. Well, I am here engaging business within the country. Knowing now the culture natin, madali. Knowing our people here that we share the same sets of values, of attitudes, madali po natin yon mapalago, no? Hindi ka ganon kahirap. But you see, when I engage an international business importing different pharmaceutical products from India and Pakistan, nahirapan po tayo. Number one, being in a large scale na business operation, yung unang mahirap po na yung political risk involved. Iba po yung kultura meron sila, iba po yung political na aspeto meron sila, iba po din yung economical na aspeto meron sila. So these are the risks na pinapasok natin. But you see, in doing business, this is what I've learned. The greater risk we are engaging, the greater profit we may have, no? We may have. Kaya nga, tama si Superman ba yun? Yung sabi niya, with great power comes great responsibility. Sa business, ganon din. With greater risk, there also a greater success. On the other hand, pag hindi po natin ma-strike yung balance, there would be also a greater loss, no? Kalugian. Kaya napakahalaga na talaga mapag-aralan natin yung international business, no? Now, alam nyo, maliban dyan, I got also a privilege to work in one of a local company here in the Philippines. It is located in Makati City. In Quezon City. Yung Ever Dynamic Marketing International, yung Inmark International. I worked there also as a sales representative and later as a manager, and I was sent by the company to India, rather to Africa, particularly in Ivory Coast, in Ghana, and in Nigeria. My role there is I am the person responsible for the expansion of the company, for the promotion of the products to those countries. You see, ang unang barrier na napakahirap yung language. When we arrived in Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire, that is in East Central Africa, French po yung language nila, no? So, one, I have to immerse myself with French language for me to market very well and convey the mission, vision, the products of the company to them. And fortunately, we're able to do it. Kaya namayagpag po talaga yung kumpanya na yon. Then from Ivory Coast, we went to Ghana, we went to Nigeria, things like that. Their products are all healthy products. The products ranges from detox products to weight loss products, yung ganon. And we did well. We were able to slice a good market in those countries. And you see, those are all experiences pertaining to international business, how to conduct international business. Ang hirap, the political risk, the language barrier, the cultural barrier, kasi totally strange po yung culture meron sila sa culture natin. Things like this. But you know, even in local o kaya sa international businessman yan, one thing I would like to share with you, and I want you to have this as the most important principle na kailangan talaga ma-master ninyo so that sa local businessman o sa international businessman, mag-succeed po tayo. No? So this is it. In order for us to be successful as local business entrepreneur here or as an international business entrepreneur, this is the thing that I would like to share with you. Master this one. This is a very, very important principle. This is a think global, act local. Yun po, dapat yung pag-iisip natin pangkalahatan, global. Alam po natin yung commercial trading or activities, no? And as far as our business is concerned in other countries, no? So that you may study the good approach in doing that business in that country and you will bring it here in your country. And that's how you do it. You think local, you learn local, you think global, you learn global, and then you apply it local. So you act it local. So think global and act local. Sa buong experience ko po sa local business na hanggang ngayon, yun po yung pinagkukunan po natin ng major income, yung local business. At saka sa mga naging experience ko po sa international business, one very important principle I have learned that I cannot forget, even here in my local business, kasi maliban sa pharmaceutical, pinasok ko na rin po yung construction business. Alam niyo po, we really need to think global and act local. Again, I repeat, think global and act local. Napakahalaga po talaga niyan, as in napakahalaga po talaga. Now, there are things that I would like to share on thinking globally. You see, it's good, no? It's good to have big dreams for the business you will be putting up in the future. If you have now your own organization or business, try to dream big, no? Try to have big dreams, no, for your organization. But it's important to realistically consider also your available options on hand, no? Kasi it's just not good if you will just keep on dreaming big dreams, but you don't have you fail, no, to consider the important realization na kailangan mo talaga makita at malaman, no? So while it is good, and I encourage each one of you to have big dreams for your organization or for the business you will be setting up, but please, it's important to realistically consider your available options. Don't go beyond with what options you have there. Play with it kung ano yung options meron ka, kung ano yung opportunity meron. Don't go beyond what you don't have. Another, more importantly, what you will need out of your employees to get those options. You see, in any organizations, be it a local business or international business, don't ever forget this. Your greatest asset is your employees, your human resources. That's the greatest asset, the employees. Consider this as the most important options you may have. Take care of them, satisfy their needs, satisfy their professional growth. Eventually, they will render the best service they can to your organization. Things like that. Kaya, when you do these things, all right, you will not just notice that, you see, your business will gonna thrive, your business will gonna expand, will become huge, and your business will just but your illusion before, the big dreams that you have, and now it is a reality. All right, so you really have to take care of your employees. All right, going back to thinking global and acting local. All right, that simply means that you have to tailor, all right, your local operations with whatever good approaches or practices that other countries are engaging upon in as far as the nature of your business is concerned. I will not take much on this because I just have 30 minutes. I might not be able to give you exactly what I want, but this is the thing that I would like you to know all about. When we speak about engaging in goods, services, resources, skills, and knowledge within the country, that is local business, or within 2 or more foreign countries, that is international business, the thing that I would like you to always remember is this: think global and act local. I hope I shared something to all of you. Thank you very much. I pray for your success. God bless and mabuhay.
That was Attorney Normandy Sabdao, our second speaker for the special session. So thank you so much for that. Very insightful, meaty, and timely, also irrelevant discussion. Attorney Normandy Sabdao. And at this point, along with, we will also be giving Attorney Sabdao the Certificate of Appreciation. And it reads: the Republic of the Philippines State Universities and Colleges, Guimaras State University, Graduate School Program, Doctor of Management in Business Administration, McLean, Buenavista, Guimaras. Certificate of Appreciation is hereby presented to Honorable Attorney Norman D. Sabdao for the gift of time and expertise as resource speaker during the webinar on local and international business administration and management information system. For this topic, special session on local and international business held on January 28, 2023 via Zoom, presented and given this day of January. Signed, our webinar chairperson, Sister Marley A. Satur, AR, LPTMM, also webinar co-chairperson, Saibal Ann A. Ramirez, CGSP, MBHTM, and LPT. Also, signed by our DMBA 501 and 502 Professor, Sheena B. Montes, Ed D, PhD, and BM, by our DMBA Program Head, Ma'am Annalyn A. Hanaban, DMBA HRM, and lastly, signed by our Dean of Graduate School, Early Tier, PhD. Thank you so much, Attorney Sabdao. And at this point, you'll be having your lunch break. So we'll be reminding everybody to please have your virtual check-in at 12:30 p.m. Once again, you'll be having your lunch break at the moment, and please have your virtual check-in at 12:30 p.m. And that ends our first session for this morning. I'll see you around in the afternoon.
Thank you so much, Dr. Jet. So just some few reminders to our participants. We still have two other speakers for this afternoon. We'll be talking about local and international business. So we'd really appreciate it if you can still come in the afternoon so that you'll be able to receive your 5 certificates. So 3 from this morning from our 3 speakers, and then 2 in the afternoon for our remaining 2 speakers, who is one is the president of the Association for Negros Producers, and the other is the CEO and founder of Vibrant. So hopefully we can see you around, dear students. You can still stay in the Zoom meeting room. We will not turn this one off. We will just play some videos and music as you take your lunch. See you later at 12:30 or 12:30 p.m. for the virtual check-in, everyone. Thank you so much.